Welcome to our channel, The Child. Today I am going to show you the part 2 of phonetics, which is nothing but sandpaper letters. Alphabets are divided into two groups, vowels and consonants. The origin of any sound is from vocal cords, but when you utter a sound, when you pronounce a letter, see if there is any obstruction when you are pronouncing it. When you utter these vowels, a, e, o, if you see, there is a free flow of air movement. There is no kind of obstruction. But when you pronounce the consonants, there could be some obstruction either by the teeth or by the lip movements or even by the palate or by the tongue. Okay, consonants are again divided into prolongables and explosives. When you utter these sounds, this set, it will prolong for some time. And whereas explosives, it sounds like an explosive. Again, explosives are divided into two groups, hard and soft. K, p, t, and soft ones, p, t, g, h. Here, if you utter these sounds, there is no vibration in your throat, but here you can feel that vibration in your throat, right? So, I have given a short summary about vowels and consonants. Today I am going to show you phonetics for this set, prolongables. In part 1, we have finished vowels. So in Montessori environment, we'll start with vowels and then we'll move on to consonants. And we will not follow any order like A, B, C, D order. We will not follow that, right? We will start with vowels like A, and E initially, and then we will move on to even prolongables. We will have a tracker where we will record the sounds what are the sounds which has been introduced to a particular child. Now we will move on to prolongables. We'll start with the first one, the letter F, and the sound is F. As I've told already in part 1, there are 4 steps in introducing any letter. Step 1, step 2, start, stop. Step 3, trace gently, trace as many times as possible, and every time you trace, say the sound. Step 4, before you move on to step 4, give some time for the child. See if the child is showing some interest to trace it. Let the child analyze it, and then as the child is tracing, or if the child finishes tracing, then what you can do, say a word associated with this sound. For example, child, I'm going to say a word. Listen carefully. Fish. What did I say? The child will say the word fish. Then I can ask, did you hear the sound when I said fish? Or you can even ask, did you hear the first sound when I said fish? So 4 steps. First, you just trace, say the sound. Step 2, say where you have to start and where you are supposed to stop. Step 3, tell the child how to trace gently. How many times to trace? As many times as possible. Make sure this material is very much accessible to the child so that daily they can take it up and trace. Step 4, give an associated word related to that particular sound. Okay? Next, we will move on to H. H as in horse. Eel as in lamp. As in monkey. As in nest. Let your tongue vibrate. As in rabbit. As in snake. So this letter depends on the school. Few schools they won't have this extension and there is no loop here. It depends on the school also, so you can check with teachers how to teach. So this is S. So usually what we do, we will find the interest of the child. Few children they find very difficult to associate with the sound. So what we do, we will find their interest. Suppose if he or she is fascinated about animals, we will bring in all the animal names along with the symbol. So it depends on the child. So that is why Montessori always says follow the child. And also in few schools they will bring the related picture when they are introducing the symbol, and after the fourth step they will show the related picture as well so that they can relate it quickly. V. V. You have to trace and show slowly. Just because of this video, I am doing it quickly. Y. Y. Follow the 4 steps for each and every letter. Z. Z. Say it's a B sound. So they will relate it very easily. Now I will also show you the lip movement associated with these sounds. Now I will show you the lip movement with these prolongables. We'll start with F. As in fish. H. As in horse. H. H. Next, L. L. The tongue touches the palate. L. Next, M. 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 You can also relate this sound with Amma sound. M. So that you can relate easily. The next one, N. 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 So for this also the palate touches, the tongue touches the palate. Next is R. 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 So the tongue vibrates. Then next one is S. S. So whenever you are introducing S, relate with snake. S. So that it will be easy for them. Next is V. The sound is V. V. So you have to bite the lips. Okay. For this letter, you have to bite the lips. Why I am stressing on it? There is another letter W. For that, a few people call it as W. So for that, the sound is almost the same, only that you will not bite the lips. So for W, it is W. W. So that is W, whereas V is V. V. The next one is Y. The sound is Y. Y. Yo yo. Y. Ya ya. So you can relate with that. Next one is Z. So it's more like B sound. Z. Z. So this is how you can teach the children. So if whenever you relate, whenever you are making, you can show it with a picture, related picture, and also you can relate with their everyday life somewhere, so that it will be easy for them, and they will pick it up easily. Okay. So the part 1 is vowels, part 2 we have finished prolongables, and part 3 is for explosives, which I will show you in a different video. So if you find this video is useful for you, please subscribe and leave your comments. Thank you.